So you guys are bored during quarantine. Why don't we try aquascaping? Once an aquarium is established and decorated with rocks and plants, watching fish swim back is stress and anxiety reducing. The gurgling sound of the bubbles add to the therapeutic effects of looking at the tank. Also relaxing are the colors of both the fish and background inside the tank. Studies show that it can reduce blood pressure and even an emotional agitation. Just like you guys, we're shut in our house and don't know what to do to pass the time. So I've come up with an idea of aquascaping. For today's video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I designed my own version of jungle aquascape. Just a reminder, this is my first time, so it can be a trial and error process. We're gonna start preparing the stuff that we need. Of course, we need a tank. I got this 10-gallon tank online for 500 pesos. We also need tweezers, driftwood, rocks. What I have is the dragon rocks. We have the hornwort plants, Christmas moss, hair grass, and a lot more hornwort. We have the gravel, aquarium soil, and the filter. Let's begin by washing our gravel completely. This is really important as it's gonna make our aquarium really foggy, and it may take longer to achieve a crystal clear water in a tank if these are not washed properly. So our base layer substrate will be the gravel. Then we'll add the aqua soil. As I add the soil, I've spread it out as I go. I'm always conscious of how much I'm adding. My goal here is to make sure that I have enough soil in specific areas where you're eventually going to have heavy root feeding plants and things like that. Now, once I have a pretty good first layer down, we'll start adding the driftwood inside. I actually don't know why it has to be driftwood and not all those woods that we are seeing around, but anyway, I ended up buying these 2 pieces of driftwood online for 500 pesos. Then we're gonna surround it with the dragon rocks, which I also got online for 200 pesos per kilo. Again, I don't know why there has to be a specific type of rocks when there are a lot of rocks outside of the house and it's for free. Now, let's move on to planting. I got this dwarf hair grass for 250 per tub. This is a regular choice when it comes to adding plant life to your aquarium. This extremely versatile plant is commonly used to carpet areas of tanks and gives us a seaweed-like vibe, making the motion in the aquarium really obvious. Now we're done with adding all the hair grass, and so far it looks really good. Next step is to attach our moss to the driftwood. We're gonna cut them into small pieces and we'll glue it using super glue. What I'm trying to achieve is to have our driftwood fully covered with moss. Let's start planting some of our aquatic plants. As I said earlier, this is going to be a trial and error process, so later on, you may notice that some of the plants are no longer in their respective post. We're gonna wipe out from surface before adding our water inside. Now we can go ahead and fill the tank up. I like to point a really slow stream of water onto a cup to help prevent any substrate disruption. When the tank is about half full, I like to start adding some plants. I added hornwort, Amazon sword, and crinkle green. And I apologize, I wasn't able to film when I planted those plants because I didn't notice that my phone wasn't filming. So here's the final look of our basic jungle aquascape. Just to let you know guys, this is the 4th day since we started the aquascape. On its first day, it was really cloudy and milky, like I can barely see the plants inside. But it's actually normal. Give it a couple of days, and with all the filter on and frequent change of water, and you'll definitely achieve a crystal clear water. Hoping you guys have learned something today, and since I am also a neophyte to this, I'm hoping to hearing your feedback, especially for those who have a lot of experience about aquascaping. Have a great day ahead.